little ones too. They are weak, but he is strong. But you know what? I'm going to put this right here, so I need you to scoot over or scoot down. One or the other is fine. Thank you. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So I am going to need to see your faces really well because I have something to talk about you and you'll need your fingers to help me with. So come on around here on the floor. And you're welcome to scoot forward if you want to. Thank you. All right, so I do have to tell you that if I mix things up this morning, it's because I'm kind of tired. Do you know why I'm kind of tired? I stayed up too late last night watching the Olympics. Have any of you been watching the Olympics? Yeah, what's your favorite sport that you're seeing?
My favorite sport's gymnastics, because I do it also, and when I grow up, I want to be like Simone Biles.
Ah, I think a lot of people want to be like Simone Biles. Yes.
Also women's gymnastics, because I'm also a gymnast.
Mm-hmm. And do you want to be like Simone Biles too, or somebody else?
I don't know.
Or like you, right?
Yeah.
Any other sports that you've seen? Yes.
Synchronized diving.
Yes, that is pretty impressive.
It's my favorite.
Mm-hmm, that's pretty neat.
I was going to say that.
Same thing? All right. So you know what amazes me about the Olympiads or the athletes that come from all over the world is that they have such amazing gifts. And you know, when they were created by God, God gave them the gifts that would develop with their practice and their hard work to lead them to be able to be at the Olympics. And the neat thing about the Olympics is that, yeah, everybody from all over the world gets to watch them if they want to. And the whole concept of the Olympics was to say, let's forget about war, let's forget about this, let's forget about these problems. Let's come together and celebrate all countries that are able to come. So that's pretty amazing to me. And oddly enough, this makes me think of a song. This won't make sense until later, called The Farmer in the Dell. Do you know that song? Nothing to do with the Olympics, you think. So here we go. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell, hi-ho the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell. Well, guess what I brought to go with the farmer? Actually, I think I forgot the farmer, but we'll make one up. So come sit in a circle around here. I'm going to get some farm animals out, and I'm going to put them right, so scoot back. You scoot over here. This would be a great place. Or right there, yep, okay. So I need you to sit close enough that you could reach in and move one of these animals. So we might need to squish in kind of close. And you don't have to pick one right now, but you could just have your eye on one. All right, ready? So I'm putting all these animals around. What kind of animals do you see? You can call it out. What animals do you see?
I see a horse and black sheep.
A horse and black sheep. All right, what else do you see? Cow. What else? Horse. Now, I don't have all farm animals represented here, but we get their general idea. All right, you ready? Okay, so now instead of saying the farmer in the dell and the next verse, we're going to sing the farmer calls, and we'll choose an animal, and we'll move all those animals to the middle. We'll pretend that this is the farmer, since I forgot to bring the farmer. Ready? Here we go. What animal should we do first? The horse? Okay, so look around and see, look for all the horses you can find. The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell, hi-ho the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell. The farmer calls the horses, the farmer calls the horses, hi-ho the dairy-o, the farmer calls the horses. All right, what should we do next?
Sheep.
Sheep, okay. The farmer calls the sheep, the farmer calls the sheep, hi-ho the dairy-o, the farmer calls the sheep. Yep, the farmer calls the sheep, the farmer calls the sheep, hi-ho the dairy-o, the farmer calls the sheep. What else?
Chicken.
Chickens. The farmer calls the chickens. The farmer calls the chickens. Hi-ho the dairy-o. The farmer calls the chickens. What else? The farmer calls the cows. The farmer calls the cows. Ooh. Hi-ho the dairy-o. The farmer calls the cows. That horse was left out in the pasture, so we'll bring him in now. All right, there we go. So what has changed? The animals were like this, and now what are they like? They're a blob together. And do you know what that blob is called when animals or people or anybody comes together? That's called what? A herd. That's right. We could have a herd of people. Look around. Does this look like a herd of people? It could be. So this
looks like a crowd if you come to think of it.
If you come to think of it, that's right. So this is also called unity. When people come together, the animals are coming together, they are all part of a farm. And they all have different gifts that God gave them as well. So the cow has the gift of milk. We can get milk from a cow. And the sheep has gift of wool for clothes and for blankets. And the chicken has the gift of laying eggs to provide food. And horses have the gift of transport. That's it. Taking people or carrying things.
Or also some people use the name cats, but I don't think that would be very helpful. You could just...
You know what? You brought up something that I hadn't thought of. The mane of the horse is also used for the strands that are in a bow. So when a violinist plays the violin, they're using the horse mane for that.
Oh, what's that rosin?
Rosin, you put rosin on the bow to keep the strings from sticking, or the bow from sticking.
Does, but is it made from animals?
That's a good question. We won't answer that one today. It's from a stone, right? All right, so your mom doesn't know, so that means we'll have to look that up. All right, so we've got all these animals, and they're in unity, and we are in unity because we're all together. But then here's the thing, the circle is gone. So look, we can turn the animals, and they can look out, and they can see, just like that horse was left out at pasture, they can call to other animals to bring other animals in to create even more unity.
But what if the claw takes it away?
We'll let the claw be very gentle and leave the animals alone. All right, so here's our song. Guess what the tune is? The Farmer in the Dell. Mm-hmm. All right, so here we go. It is, we are called, I'm going to move this out of your way so it doesn't bump you. There you go. We are called to share our gifts of love and peace. We are called. And then it's reach out your hand, so that's when we're together, but we're reaching out beyond, like beyond our church. Reach out your hand to share your gifts of love and peace. Reach out your hand, and then we are called to live in unity. We are called, and one more time, we are called, and it's God that is calling us because God has given us all these gifts that we can use to help love other people and share peace with other people. And you all can't see this, but I love that everyone is taking such good care of the animals. We have a few friends that are making sure they're all really looking out so they can call the other animals that are not with them. All right, here we go. We are called to share our gifts of love and peace. We are called. Reach out your hand to share your gifts of love and peace. Reach out your hand. We are called called to live in unity. We are called. So the athletes at the Olympics are called, the animals are called, and we are all called to share our gifts.
Like when they call out, like, you may not notice, but in the Olympics there's like this big hallway that the swimmers, the divers, the gymnasts come through, and then there's like this little flag behind them that's represented on the
Yeah, that's pretty neat. You've been very observant when you're watching the Olympics. I wonder what else we can notice about not just the Olympics, but the people around us and how they're doing things to bring people together.
I'm telling you, this
That
is
is
the first time I watched the Olympics. I have not watched the one in Tokyo.
You haven't? Oh, maybe you can catch some reruns sometime. All right, ready? Here we go. Go to your seats, but remember that you are called with all the gifts God gave you to bring unity, bring people together with love and peace. Thank you, everybody, for coming up.